6:30 and it is already dark out. I hate it when it gets this time of the year where it gets dark so early, but I have some fun things to share with you today. You all seem to like the video I did on the Creeple people from the 1960s, so I decided to do a video and show you some of the interesting vintage games that I have in my collection. And the first one I want to show you is Snoopy and the Red Baron. And Snoopy is one of my favorite characters. Well, all of the Peanuts characters are. And the box has really nice graphics on it, very nice layout, and it was produced by Milton Bradley in 1970. Now, the cover is not in the best of shape. I had to put some tape on it, but that's okay. But what's really cool, and I just is it. It's a nice 3D layout that's fun and kind of colorful. And this game was for ages 7 to adult, and it definitely is a game of skill. And it's a fast-moving three-dimensional game for 2 players, and they take turns representing Snoopy or the Red Baron, and they try to outwit each other to score points. And you see Snoopy sits on top of his little doghouse there, his sock with camel, in his imagination, and clad in his World War I pilot's gear. And his arch rival, the Red Baron, bears down on him, firing blue and white marbles. And Snoopy maneuvers the roof of his doghouse, trying to block the blue marbles from entering and catch the white ones in the house. Now, I'd have to have another person here to show you how it works exactly. And since I don't, I'm just going to take a couple marbles out of here. And what you did, you could control Snoopy by lifting up or down on the wings of the sock with camel, and the other player could fire off as many marbles at a time as they want, and they put it in the chute there, and it comes out the back of the Red Baron's plane. And meanwhile, Snoopy's trying to catch those, or whoever is taking the part of Snoopy tries to catch those in the doghouse. And then when the marbles are all shot, it reverts to the other person's turn to play Red Baron and fire the marbles off. It's really a cool game, and my son David found this at a teacher's house. She was getting rid of a lot of things, and this was one of the items that she had in there. I don't remember if I said this was made in 1970 by Milton Bradley. And so let me fix the camera again, and I will be right back. Alright, for the next one I want to show you, I actually want to show you 2 games. And these go back as far as the teens and 1920s. And they're really cool. Let me grab these here. They are 2 different versions of Lotto, which was a very popular game with kids, very similar to Bingo. And I have 2 different sets here. And the difference between Lotto and Bingo is that Lotto has fewer numbers and to be extracted, and there's a good chance no one will win. But while with Bingo, numbers are called until someone wins. So skill doesn't really fall into play a whole lot, I don't think, with Bingo. But let's look first at this one from J.P. Pressman Company in New York. It was made in the USA, and the colorful graphics are what has allowed me to come up with the tentative era that it's from. I believe it is from the 1920s. The colors and the drawings and the whole style looks 1920s to me. So it's a cool game. It consists of cards, wooden numbers, and round pieces to cover the numbers on the cards. Let me show you one of the cards here. It's very much like a bingo card, and then it's got a bunch of wooden numbers and little round dots to cover the number on your card if you happen to have the number that's drawn. Now, I acquired this game at a local yard sale for under $1 just a couple weeks ago. Now, then I also have the game of Bible Lotto, and this is kind of cool. And the graphics on this one look to me to be in the teens, early 1920s at the latest, and in the teens. Now, this was made by good enough in Wagabum Company in New York, and it was again made in USA, and it could be played by 3 to 15 players. And the game covers, as it says on the box here, Bible incidents, characters, facts, and places. And it is a really good game, or would be, for instruction and and trying to memorize Bible verses and such. Now, instructions are provided inside of the top cover on this one. The other game didn't have instructions in it, but these are included in the top of the box. One end is missing, but that's okay. It's still pretty cool, and I wonder how many of them survive in any condition right now. Versus there are small cards that have different things relating to Scripture in them, and then you have a bunch of these cards which have somewhere in the deck have a card that also says the same thing. If that card is drawn, you place it over the card on the bigger card, and the one who covers their card first is the winner. So it would be great for home use. It would be great for Sunday school, vacation Bible school, and many other occasions. A great learning tool, fun for young and old alike. Let me read you. It says here, a profitable diversion for the home, vacation Bible school, daily Bible school, and other children's Bible teaching organizations. An excellent gift, and I agree it would have been. Very nice piece. And that came to me. I acquired that at a church giveaway not too far from my home here. Next, I want to show you the Sherlock Holmes game. Now, this is pretty cool, and I grabbed it because of the awesome graphics on the box. The game is missing a few pieces, but I didn't mind because because the graphics are so interesting. Now, this game is from 1974, and it's made by Catco, and 2 to 4 people can play it at the same time, and ages 4 or 7 on upward, and it was made in Chicago, Illinois. Now, the color graphics make this a great display piece. Sherlock Holmes actually looks like Basil Rathbone, who played him in the series of movies back in the late 1930s, 1940s, and I think on into the 1950s. I'm not sure about that, but the Gothic mansion and the cemetery reminded me, and the mausoleum reminded me a lot of Dark Shadows on ABC TV, because they look just like Gothic and dark. But instructions were printed on a large insert sheet. You know, it would have been, to me, it would have been just as easy to print them on the inside of the cover, but they are printed on a large insert sheet, like that. Yeah. The actual playboard is rather unusual. Here, let me show you. It opens up. Each side has the same locations on it, but it opens up like that, and then stored underneath are the dice, and that's all there really is to the game. No, there are some cards, but as I said, it's not complete, but the graphics made it very desirable for me to grab, and the price was really reasonable again because I acquired this at another giveaway. So the object of the game is to recover the crown jewels. Sherlock Holmes must return them to an important person at Buckingham Palace, whom he will he'll meet secretly at Trafalgar Square, and the excitement goes on from there. I imagine it was a fun game, but again, very attractive display piece. And we had the urge to be Donald Trump before he was president, when he was just a very rich man. Well, this game, it might be for you if you've ever had that desire. It's a game of high finance, and the game was produced in 1973 by Parker Brothers, and that was located in Salem, Massachusetts, and it's for 2 to 4 players, as was the last one, from ages. If you become the first billionaire, then you win. In trying to accomplish this, there will be many sealed bids, sealed deals, different kinds of investments, and so on and so on. Now, let me show you the game board, which is very much an early 1970s motif. But as you can see, it just has that 1970s stylized look, very modernistic. And it has colorful, well, not so much colorful, but there are many different playing cards that come into play here. And then the instructions printed nicely on that insert into the box. So lots of different cards, I said, to help make the play exciting. But while I like the layout and the cover art, the game sounds difficult to me. Not for high finances. To me, it would have been a game that I would have enjoyed having myself. But it's a nice collectible game. Lastly, the last game I want to show you is Word Yahtzee. I don't know if you've ever seen that before. I had never seen it till I picked this up at, I believe it was at an estate sale. But anyways, Triple Yahtzee was one of my favorite games. And I tell you what, I played it by the hour with my dear dad and mom. And it was fun. Now here in Word Yahtzee, the very popular Milton Bradley Game Company, the Word version is played with 7 dice rather than the 5 in regular Yahtzee, and you play each turn against a small sand timer, like an egg timer. You got blue sand in it, and you have to be done with your turn of play when that runs out. Now, as they are in regular Yahtzee, but what you are playing for are words rather than sequences of numbers. And to me, I think it would be more difficult to play this one. But it being laid out the same as the regular Yahtzee, you don't go into it like it's an unfamiliar game. The upper section, 2 to 6 letter words, and can win a bonus of 45 points if you manage to find all of those. And then in the lower section, it consists of these categories: one word, letter word value; 2 words, letter word value; 3 words, letter word value; and then for all consonants you get 25 points. All vowels score 25, and the Yahtzee word scores 50. Now, chance is used on the card as it is in the regular game. So, now I Googled this game, and all I could find is that all that came up were used games with different artwork on the covers. So I assume that indicates earlier or later editions. So I have tried Word Yahtzee, and I don't do so hot at it, which kind of surprised me because my profession has been being a writer most of my life, so, but I had difficulty with that. So I hope you enjoyed looking at these. I have picked up today, let me grab this and I'll show it to you. Kiwi Company, a Tinker Crate, and these are made for kids. So I shouldn't have any trouble putting it together. But anyways, it had not even been opened. And so everything inside is pristine. And what this one is an animation machine. And so in a future video, not too far off in the future, I'm going to assemble this and show you how it works, and maybe try to make some of my own animations that'll work on it. So I'm looking forward to doing that with you. I think that'll be fun. So I hope I haven't bored you, and I thank you for being here. I'll be back with you real soon, and God willing. Love you all very much, and God bless you.